another example of this is that the UN, Obama now, as he approaches his defeat and as he approaches the loss of Congress, what he's doing now and planning to do is to enact a whole series of taxes and regulations without asking the House of Representatives and without asking the new Congress. He'll do it through treaties which require confirmation, ratification by the existing lame duck Senate, 53 Democrats and a whole bunch of squishy, retired rhino Republicans like Olympia Snow who'll be only too happy to vote for this stuff. One of the big things is that Obama, of course, is going to raise taxes in the United States if we give him another term. But even in a lame duck session, there are 5 UN taxes. New concept for us. Taxes imposed by the United Nations on the United States, enforced by a treaty signed by an American president, ratified by the Senate. And there are 5 of them right now. The UN is going to impose a billionaire's tax on net wealth and or income.
This is in addition to countries' income taxes.
Yes, in addition. And at the moment, they're saying it's only going to affect the world's 1,600 billionaires. But in fact, we all know once you have an income tax, you have an income tax. You can drill down. There is going to be a Robin Hood financial transaction tax that's in addition to your capital gains tax. Any time that you buy or sell a stock or a bond or even change currency abroad, you will have to pay a financial transaction tax. They call this the Robin Hood tax because the money goes to the third world countries. The Law of the Sea Treaty that's up for ratification in December gives the United Nations the power to tax oil rigs out past the 200-mile continental shelf and demand a percentage of their royalties because it gives the ownership of the ocean to the United Nations. The World Health Organization wants to impose a tax on every cigarette sold in the world. And right now Europe is working on imposing a carbon tax on American passenger airplanes that land in Europe, equivalent to $120 round trip per passenger. And that money would go to the third world. You're looking at a whole new concept here of the UN imposing taxes on the American people and sending that money to third world countries without our consent, without our participation, and working, and that money would go directly to the third world, replacing the concept of foreign aid.
Wow. All of this is in this brief, powerful book, Here Come the Black Helicopters, UN Global Governance and the Loss of Freedom, Dick Morris and
Dennis,
Eileen McGann.